A very warm welcome to the top two finishers of the Sao Paulo Grand Prix, and we're going to be joined by number 3 in a moment. But our race winner and taking his 7th win of this 2025 campaign, Lando Norris. Lando, let's start with you. What a race, what a weekend. Just how satisfied are you feeling this Sunday evening?
Well, I've been pretty satisfied the whole weekend, honestly. So it's been it's been a great day, a great weekend, all in all. I'd say challenging. It's not been completely straightforward. It's still been difficult out on track, but that makes it better. I think just a well-executed race, good start, good pit stops, good strategy. It's a decent pace. I wouldn't say the pace was quite as good as what I would have liked today. So a few things to look into, but otherwise, every session that I needed to be on top, I was, and that's why I flew to Brazil. So, very happy.
You say you've had a few difficulties this weekend. Given your level of dominance and the points you've got for the championship this weekend, can you just talk us through what they are?
I think everyone, we're drivers, so we're always going to complain of something, It's just car balance was difficult. I'm sure the others will say the same, but it's a realistic thing to use in terms of when I was a bit happier with the car balance last weekend. We won by 30 seconds. This weekend we only won by 10, and Max was coming at us quite quickly. So the pace was not on another level, and we set our standards high, I think, as a team. As rightly should. So to win by 10 seconds, I'm going to sound like an idiot saying it and whatever, but we wanted a bit more, and I still had to fight the car a lot to win by those 10 seconds. So just a little bit trickier than I would have liked, but I'm still very happy with how the weekend's gone, of course, and I'm very proud of the whole team and what they've been able to give me.
You look very happy on the medium tyre. Just how was the pace on the soft?
Yeah, not as good. Even the last stint was not quite so strong. I thought the first stint was very, very good. But that was also the time I was on the most, let's say, a relative tyre to everyone. I think my use set of mediums at the end was like 7-8 laps used. So not as nice as, say, a second set of new. But I think the pace on the medium all weekend has been very good. The pace on the softs, all right. Pace on the hards, don't really know because I never use them. So, there's always little things, I guess we're always looking as a team to see where we can do better, what can we improve on, especially when you're fighting for wins and for championships. You've got to look for everything. So that's what we're trying to do, and definitely had preferred feelings of the medium, but we'll see what we can do next time out.
Lando, you're now leading the championship by 24 points. Does this weekend feel like a turning point for you?
No, it just feels like another weekend where I came here to try win, to get the most points I could, and did that. I did that also last weekend. So, I think neither are turning points. They're just strong results, which is exactly what I need, exactly what I'm fighting for every single weekend and every day. So just very pleased, but it's still a long way to go. So no point getting too happy or excited just yet.
Let's throw it forward to the next race in Vegas. Will the expected cooler conditions there help or hinder McLaren?
Hinder, for sure. I think it was our worst race last year, so I'm not really looking forward to it. We're trying to work quite hard on improving those things. We know Mercedes are incredibly strong there last year, as well as Red Bull and Ferraris. I think we were at the bottom of these 4. So, we'll wait and see. I think we've obviously improved a lot of things this year, so I'm not going to be too negative about it. I think there's plenty to look forward to. We know Abu Dhabi and Qatar are ones we are looking forward to. Las Vegas just a little bit less because they've been probably some of our weakest races over the last 2 years. So let's wait and see.
All right. Very well done to you. Thank you, Lando. Kimi, let's come to you. Your best result in Formula One. Very, very well done. How stressful were those closing laps?
Way too stressful. Obviously, when Max did the last pit stop and Bono told me the gap, I was like, oh, well, I cannot say because they're going to find me now, but just, I was like, I might be in trouble, you know, because he was just 9 seconds behind. And obviously, he was on new soft, so he had, you know, I think this race he had a very strong pace, and yeah, he did an amazing job coming back, and yeah, just put me a lot under a lot of pressure at the end. I had to really push the tire to the limit, and it wasn't easy, but I think, you know, we did our best, and I'm really happy with that.
Well, a potential huge turning point in the race could have come on lap 6, the restart after the safety car. Can we get your take on what happened under braking into turn 1?
Well, first of all, the restart, I accelerate a little bit on the wet patch, so I got wheel spin and lost momentum going into turn 1. But to be fair, I found myself in a very difficult position because I had one car on the outside and one car on the inside. And I tried to brake late, not too late. And the problem is I didn't see the car next to me anymore. And still, you know, I tried to do a decent line for the position I was. And yeah, ended up getting hit. And I was lucky, to be fair, to come away like that because obviously I hit quite hard Charles, and unfortunately I ended this race. But also my side, I was lucky to come away with not such a big damage. You know, I had a minor damage on the car. I think the steering wheel was not fully straight, but I mean, still I was very lucky to come away with it and to be able to continue my race.
Didn't seem to slow you down much. Look, after what has been your best weekend in Formula One, just how much confidence do you have in the car now?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've had a good run so far on the, you know, couple of strong races, and this weekend was the weekend where we put things more together, which is, you know, is what I need to do, especially, you know, for the team. And so yeah, I've been enjoying a lot this weekend, and looking forward to the next ones.
Well, can we talk about Vegas? Lando says, you know, you should be quick there. The car was quick last year. Just how hopeful are you going to Las Vegas?
Well, you know, very hopeful. I mean, as a team, we said that we're going to try to do everything that they did last year, you know, with the car. Even though it's a different car compared to last year, many things have changed. So it doesn't mean that, you know, if we were quick last year, we're going to be quick this year. I think, you know, as a team, we'll try to put the car in the best spot as possible. And as a driver, I'll try to deliver the best performance as possible.
All right, good luck with that. Very well done today. And Max, 24 hours is a long time in Formula One. What an incredible race by you and the team. Just how much better was everything today than yesterday?
Yeah, I mean, miles better than our qualifying, that's for sure. Yeah, just a very strong race. I think we just had a much better pace. I mean, of course, today also I think it was a bit colder, which maybe helped us. The car just felt a bit more responsive. I think also even with that puncture that I picked up on the hard, to then drop back to last and then come through the field again on the mediums, I think, we did the right strategy at the end like that. And even on the soft, it seemed like it was okay. Just, when you start getting close, and I passed George, you already, you know, wear your tires a bit. And then when I was getting close to Kimi, the tires just start to overheat and you lose a lot of grip. And then, of course, the soft is a bit more difficult than a medium for that. But overall, it's super strong race. I mean, coming from the pit lane to the podium, 10, 11 seconds off the lead, I think for us is a very, very strong result. And definitely didn't expect that, of course, waking up this morning.
Max, why was the car so much better today? How much of it was down to the new power unit? How much was it down to the aerodynamic changes you made overnight?
I think everything together, setup as well. I just felt a bit happier. And then I think also the temperatures today, a bit cooler. It just felt like everything was a bit more, working a bit better.
With the car as it was today, how much higher do you think you could have qualified yesterday?
I mean, definitely better than P16. That's for sure.
Before the puncture, you were up to 13th. What might have been without that?
Impossible to know. I mean, the hard tire, I don't know if it was going to be a really good tire, but I mean, I felt fine on the medium, I felt fine on the soft. When I was on the hard tire, initially maybe the medium had a bit more grip from what I could see around me, but at the same time, I mean, you're all in dirty air, you're just sliding around. So it's impossible to know, but for sure it's not ideal. I mean, to pit again, be in the medium back in the pack fully, and then have to go all the way through the field. I think that compromised a bit that first stint on the medium, because, I mean, I had to pass quite a few cars, you're overheating tires constantly. So that was a bit more of a difficult stint towards the end, I would say, the last like 8 laps, 10 laps. But still, a very strong race for us.
Can we just throw it forward? Are you confident of being competitive at all of the last 3 events?
No idea. I don't know. I mean, look at this weekend. So look at Mexico and then look at the races before. So it's really impossible to know.
Okay. Max, thank you for that. Right, let's open this to the floor. Do we have any questions? Name and publication, please.
Tiziano, Brasil, Diário Rio Claro. Max, the Brazilian jersey brought you luck, right? The Brazilian jersey.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. And at the end of at the podium, I saw you focus on Kimi, the driver you battle with today. And during the champagne celebration, I saw you focus on him. That has been a trademark of yours this season, helping and celebrating the rookies. Speaking strictly about career management, especially the mental and the emotion side, tell us something that a future champion like Kimi could hear today from a multiple champion like you, please.
Keep believing in yourself. You know, in a rookie season, you go through quite an emotional roller coaster at times. Some weekends go better than others. Sometimes you have high hopes. Sometimes that doesn't work out like that. You make mistakes. You have good weekends. But at the end of the day, that's all part of the learning curve. You have to make mistakes also to become a better driver, even in Formula One. And I think so far this year, I think for Kimi it's been a big learning curve. But at the same time, he's very fast, and I always saw that from every category that he was racing in. And for him to have a weekend like he had here, it was just super strong, and he fully, of course, deserved to be on this podium here today. And it also gives you a good confidence boost. The team, of course, is also helping him a lot, to really exploit all the potential out of him. So he's in a very good place, and that's why it's also good to celebrate that.
Thank you, Max. Next.
Phil Duncan, PA. Question for Lando. Lando over here. Congrats on the win. After the race, you spoke about your strong run of form and that being down to ignoring everyone that sort of talks rubbish about you. Can you elaborate a little bit on that? And I guess navigating the outside noise that comes with trying to win a world championship.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, nothing in particular, but there's always people out there that try and bring you down a little bit. I guess it's quite normal, I think. But also just when you're on a big stage, there's a lot of people that talk and try and say things, try and influence other people to have effects. And I guess even for the cheers and the not cheers. You still hear it. It's not the nicest thing, but I think it's something I've done well over the last few months. I care a lot about let's say people's perspective and how I'm portrayed and things in the media, and I probably cared too much. Even at the beginning of the year, I think I cared too much and probably was affecting me in not the best ways. And I just learned to deal with those things better. Not by not caring, because I still think, I still always want to have a good impression, and I never want to, be rude or do those things, but I'll always try and make my point and say what I believe in, because I think that's one of the things I've learned the most is just to be true to yourself and have confidence in yourself, believe in yourself, and speak your mind. So it's more just keeping my head down and concentrating on myself.
Thank you for that. Next.
Fred Ferret, question to Max. The way the car has been rebuilt yesterday and this morning and the new setup, do you think it can help you for the last 3 races to be with a more competitive car earlier in the weekend? And question to Lando, do you fear that Max is still a threat despite the gap?
Yeah, very different tracks also coming up, so it's just very difficult to know, to be honest. I think we're still struggling a bit on tires, so it will depend a bit on the track layout, temperatures. So yeah, we can get it into a good window, but not always. But that's what we have to focus on. That's what we will focus on the coming races. And yeah, I mean, well, we're like 49 points behind now. So, but it's also, I mean, we didn't lose the championship here or whatever. We lost the championship from race 1 till Zandvoort. We had a lot of weekends where we simply were not quick enough. And then, of course, you have, a big gap. Then, of course, we had good moments where you get some points back, but not enough. That's how the season goes.
Thanks, Max. Lando?
I mean, I'm sure he's going to be a threat in terms of races, and you never know in the championship. So pointless trying to guess and trying to come up with these things. But with his how quick he was today, you know, probably would have won if he started higher up. But you know, that's racing. I guess not everyone puts it together, and it's easy to make mistakes in the world that we live in. So again, we maximize this weekend for ourselves, and that's all we'll have to do. So he'll be a threat. He always is. He's always there. He's always fighting, and I'm sure he'll fight to the end. So I look forward to it.
Lando probably would have won. You don't think you had Max covered today?
No.
Okay. Thank you. Next, please.
Bernardo Bersti, Correio do Povo, Brasil. I want to ask one for Lando and one for Kimi. Lando is about the championship. Do you think it may be time to own more the favoritism and race as a leader of the championship so you can get to your objectives? Like have more place as a protagonist and not just don't be like, oh, we're going to have problems in Las Vegas. It was difficult for us next year. And for Kimi, I just want to know, it's your first time in Interlagos. Most of the drivers find it a challenging and nice track to race on. There's the connection with Ayrton Senna. And just how was to face these challenges, and also as a tricky track with compromises in balance, etc.
Do you understand your question?
Why do I need to think that?
As I saw, like during the first questions, you are the leader of the championship. You have almost 1 win of gap to the second place, and you are sending you were not saying you are going to be the favorite in Las Vegas because you had problems. And I saw you do it at least another 2 times, like we are not the favorites.
Yeah.
And maybe do you think a change of mindset, and maybe you already have this change of mindset in the last races because you have been racing in a more protagonist fashion, I think, from what I watch.
No. I can say what I want. I can think what I want. I tell you what I always am is I always try and be as honest as I can be. If I don't think we're going to be quick, I don't think we're going to be quick. And I'm not saying I'm going to be 10th. I'm just saying I think it's going to be difficult to win. We were a long way off. Just go and look at the data from last year. Look at the race trace. We were miles off. And there's been plenty of races where we've not been quick enough this year. So it's not like we've won every single race and you're expecting me to say those things. I'm just giving my opinion on, do I think it's going to be as easy? I won last weekend by 30 seconds. Like, very, very easy. I won today by pushing a lot more, only 10 seconds. And Max was probably the quickest out on track today. Do I think that at a track that we've never been good at, we were very good here 2 years ago. You know, we almost challenged Max for the win. We've never been good in Vegas, so why am I going to think, it's going to be fine, whatever? I'm giving my opinion. I'm giving my honest opinion on how I think we're going to be. We've never been good there, so I'm not the most confident about going into this race. maybe I'll win. Then we'll see. But I'm not going to lie and say, yeah, I'm very confident, and I think it's going to be an easy weekend, because I don't think that's how it's going to be. So, no, I mean, you're very right to have your own opinion on what you think I should say and what I should not say and whatever, but I'll do what I like.
My question was, the track. Yeah, the track is it's good fun. A lot of elevation change, not easy, especially with the banking. Some corner as well have positive camber. So just need to really understand the line you have to take in order to maximize, every corner. And I think it's been a really good fun driving around here, challenging, especially to be up to the pace with only one session. But I think on that side, we did the best. On my side, I tried to learn as much as possible every session in order to improve to the next one. And it's been a lot of good fun, especially also the support here has been incredible, and it's been one of the most special weekend so far.
All right, thank you. We'll do one more.
Hi, Maria, Car Magazine Brazil. Max. Hey. Yeah. From the pits to the podium, congratulations. The thought of it seems completely madness, but you've actually done it. And something in me, personally, says that although it is madness, you believed before the race that you could do it. And could we get your thoughts if you really believed that you could do this? And what message today's race leave you?
Well, I mean, I jumped into the car. I was only just hoping that the car would be more competitive. But in the laps to the grid, it already felt better than the whole weekend, I would say. But then still, I mean, after the start, picking up that puncture, then being last again, I was like, my God, like it's really nothing is really going my way this weekend. But then, yeah, you just settle in. You just try to do the best you can, pass the cars in front of you. Try to run the optimum strategy, and it all worked out. So also, with the team, we did the right thing. And then, at one point, of course, you're fighting for that podium. You see it with, of course, 10, 12 laps to go, whatever. So yeah, it's nice, but at the same time in the race, you don't really, I'm not projecting something. I'm just focused in the moment, trying to hit every lap, as consistent as I can. So yeah, I mean, besides that, of course, the message is that we found a much better feeling in the car again by changing a few bits. But at the same time, it was also quite a bit colder today, and that might also have an effect.
You seemed upset. Yesterday you seemed upset after the qualifying ever. I'm sorry, but that's true. Yeah. Did that push you at any level?
Not in terms of trying to go faster, but more about just trying to understand what we were doing wrong and how we could do better for today. So, yeah, you just start to analyze everything that you've done over the weekend as well, and what we have done the previous weekends, and we went into a direction that we thought, okay, that should be the way to go. And yeah, luckily that was the right thing to do. And then I woke up and I was like, well, let's just try to do the best we can today and try to enjoy it.